Hi, today we're going to be exploring some facts you may not have known about the first two entries of the World War I game series, Verdun and Tannenberg. I'm gonna keep it short, but if there would be enough interest, I could make a part 2. Main reason why I'm releasing this video, and believe me there will be more to come, is simply because I would love so that anyone who watches this video downloads the game and just plays around for a bit. As we all know, the player base is slowly but surely dying out, which is very upsetting for me personally because I have played both of the games since about 2018. So if you haven't played these games for a while now and this video interests you, please go give them a try again. Maybe you might stick to them for a while and boost the player count. Anyway, let's move on to the facts. In both games, while playing the attrition game mode, you can stumble upon a few weapons which are completely absent from the main game mode, such as the shortened version of the French RSC semi-automatic rifle, the Fusil Automatique 1918, or the very interesting and unique German anti-tank rifle, the M1918 Tankgewehr. The rifle is actually so big, it needs to be set up the same way like a machine gun for it to fire. While it does only have a magazine big enough for one bullet, it definitely packs a punch. Other than that, there are also many gun attachments which are not present on their respective weapons in the regular game mode, like this sniper optic on a French carbine. Speaking of the attrition game mode, in Verdun in attrition and in Rifle Deathmatch, there's actually a brand new unique map called Vakqua. It's a small map clearly designed for the smaller game modes. It consists of a big crater in the middle and trenches all around it. It's clearly made for the skirmish type matches, which we are all looking for in these small game modes. In both games, each squad type, such as Assault, Engineer, etc., has special unique abilities, such as in Tannenberg, the Don Cossacks having 50% more stamina and a bigger capture weight while in enemy sector. Or the Verdun's Alpenjägers, ability to spawn on the most forward player and having a steadier weapon while aiming. I do plan on making a video about each of the squads and their abilities for both of the games down the line. I think it could be pretty interesting. In Tannenberg, we are all familiar with these icons on top of each capture point. But except the main base and maybe the main capture point, did you even ever really know what the other icons mean? For example, when in control of the artillery point, the cooldown for artillery call-ins actually becomes slightly shortened. Same goes for the eye, which decreases recon call-ins timers, and the ammo objective decreases the timers on ammo and grenade crates. What I think is the most important one is the stopwatch objective, which makes spawning new reinforcements way faster. While all of the maps in both games are based off of real battlefields, none of them are as true to life and realistically modeled as the Fort Douaumont map in Verdun. The map is an exact replica of how Fort Douaumont would have looked like on May 22nd, 1916, during the ultimately futile French assault to attempt to retake the fort. All of the parts of the map which are visible match the fort on that day, such as the collapsed barracks, which would be used as fighting positions or as entry points for the French to come into the fort. There are also many observation and machine gun bunkers all around the map, and much more. In Tannenberg, both the Russian and Hungarian officers have sabers, making it truly a one-of-a-kind experience charging across the fields of Galicia with a long-bladed weapon. The only fully automatic weapons which can be used for assaults, in other words, that don't need to be deployed for them to fire, are the BAR for the US Cowboys, the MP-18 for the Stoßtrupp, and the Madsen for the German pioneers, making all of these weapons some of the most overpowered ones in Verdun. Even though Tannenberg could be considered the more open of the two games, it doesn't actually feature any rifles with a rifle-mounted optic in its main game mode. The only place you can actually find these in the game are as attachments to just a couple of rifles in the attrition and rifle deathmatch game mode. Well, and this was very short, but for now, this is all I could think of. If you found this video interesting, I want you to download either of the two games and just give them a go. These are both one-of-a-kind games which deserve more love than they are receiving right now. Thank you very much.